I bought the cheapest CCTV kit off Temu, and in today's video I want to find out, can you save yourself thousands when securing your home? Security systems that we usually install can be thousands. So when I found this 4-camera CCTV kit on Temu for less than 300 quid, it was an offer I couldn't turn down. In a change from installing high-end Hikvision CCTV, I'm going to install this CCTV on my house. But let's start by unboxing it and see exactly what came from Temu. Now when I ordered this, it was actually in stock in a UK supplier, so it hasn't come all the way from China, which does give me hope that there's all the stuff that needs to be in it is in it. But let's whip it out of the box and see exactly what we get inside. The packaging isn't actually that bad. And this brand Sannce, I think I've come across them before. We maybe have been asked to install a kit for a customer that has bought this already, but we usually turn down install only work. Actually, the cameras look, although the cheap plasticky feeling, they come pretty much the same as what the Hikvision cameras come as, even with a little sticker. So we've got in the box 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cameras, a load of network wires, and the recorder, which so far is all alright actually. I kind of expected this just to be a kit that was thrown in the bottom of a box, but it seems pretty well put together. The kit that I bought is a PoE kit, and there's 2 reasons why I bought a PoE kit. Firstly, you tend to find that the cameras are of better quality. A lot of the analog cameras can be really poor. And the cabling which it uses is network cabling. When we had work done to our house, I ran network cables to different parts of the house so that we were ready pre-wired for CCTV. I just haven't got round to doing it yet. So this has given me a kick up the arse to get started with securing my own home. Even the accessories in the box for the NVR come with stuff that you wouldn't have expected, like a network cable for connecting it to the internet, and a mouse for setting up the recorder. And it's even come with hard drive screws, even though it hasn't come with a hard drive installed or with it. But I specifically ordered an NVR without a hard drive because we've just got that many knocking about at work. It seemed pointless to buy another one. It's actually even got a HDMI lead. Here is one of the cameras that you get in the box with this 5 megapixel kit from Temu. I actually went back over my order and found that I only paid 133 quid for this whole system, including the cable and the NVR, which means I paid less for this whole kit than you would for an equivalent single camera from Hikvision. So I'm going to set it up, get it installed, and see how much different this is to installing a Hikvision kit. One thing that Dean's just pointed out, and we've both said is a good feature about these cameras, if you've ever messed about trying to get the base off a POC or a analog Hikvision style camera, they can be a right pain. But with these, you line up the line with that, you press the button, and the base clicks away, and the camera completely separates itself, which is great when it comes to fixing the camera into position. In today's video, I've only got the ability to put up 3 of the cameras that come in the kit, but that'll give us a good understanding of exactly how these cameras work, how easy they are to install and set up, and how they compare to the Hikvision units. First things first, I'm going to put an end on this. And to do that, I've actually had to, for years I've been using this crimper. I can't even remember which brand it is. It's not CK. I think it's Ideal Networks. It was an Ideal Networks cable crimper, and it's been in my toolkit for 3, 4, 5 years, and today it got replaced. Because today I picked up one of the new Klein ones. We've been having an issue recently where every so often I get a dodgy end, and I think it's because the blade on this cutter has just seen better days. I probably could have just got a replacement blade for it, but when you lose trust in a tool, you never really get it back. So unfortunately, today's been an expensive day buying a brand spanking new Klein pass-through cable crimp. And just like on the Hik cameras, the box comes with waterproof connector. You can see, hopefully, down that it's shaped roughly like a network cable, which means that you could, and that rubber bung has a cut in it, whereas years gone by, and I'm talking a good few years now, You used to have to make sure to remember to put the waterproof connector on first, or else you had to cut your end off to put the waterproof connector on and then redo your end. Always use pass-through connectors on your cat cables, because it means that you can shove it through and then check your ends are all in the right order before you terminate. So we've got orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. Our first crimp with our new crimpers. Look at that. Straight through. And it just clicks on. I'm going to assume that points like that. They're actually not a bad looking camera, to be honest. Right, that's one of the 3 cameras that we've got to install today up and terminated. The other 2 are going onto brick walls. Now, usually with HIT cameras, we would install them onto a base, but these haven't come with any bases. We actually think, although we're not 100% sure, that these would fit onto a Hikvision base. I'm going to try that in the office, and if I can, I'll cut to a scene where I'm trying it on one of the Hikvision bases. But for now, I'm going to have to go to Toolstation, grab some of the waterproof boxes that we can either sit these cameras on or sit at the side of these cameras, so at least that the water won't get into the connector. So we can actually give these cameras a fair crack at the whip. Let's get to Toolstation. Right, so I've managed to pick up 2 waterproof boxes from Toolstation. They are different types of waterproof boxes, but it doesn't matter. It's what they had in stock and what I could grab today. So let's get these cameras installed. I usually hate using these waterproof boxes, but because the cameras haven't come with any bases and I'm not sure if the Hikvision ones fit yet, I'm going to have to use these. I'll install these cameras as long as you promise not to laugh at my ladder. The van was on a job today and I couldn't get the ladders off the van in time before it left this morning, so I've had to use like the oldest set of ladders that I possibly could ever have owned. I've always said it, when installing cameras, it's great practice just to angle the camera in where you think it might need to go, because 9 times out of 10 you get it pretty much bob on, and it saves you going back up ladders and carrying around the house to adjust it afterwards. Hello, come in, step into the office. Now that we've got all the outside cameras connected, we need to get the inside bit done, which is to terminate the ends, figure out which end is which, and then I can set the recorder up and join it to the app, and away we go. Usually at this point I would put a hard drive into the recorder, but I haven't got one and I forgot to pick one up from the office, so we're going to have to install without it. One thing that's interesting to note actually is, although this kit only comes with 4 cameras, this is actually an 8-channel recorder. But we'll plug these into 1, 2 and 3. Gotta be honest, nothing about this kit so far feels that cheap, like I thought it might. Remember, it was 130 quid this. I have done all the legwork you'd need to do for a camera system already, so the cabling is always the hardest part about installing CCTV, because finding the neatest cable route is the challenge. We don't have a monitor that we carry around. We used to have a big monitor we carried around in the van, and then we bought this tester. Trend Networks Security IP tester. And one thing that this kit came with that the HIC never comes with is HDMI leads. So I'll plug it into the HDMI in. Plug that into the HDMI in. Disc format done.
It's a terabyte as well.
What? Oh, so it comes with a terabyte drive in it? It does as well, because it says now that there is free space on that drive. Okay, I didn't think I'd ordered a drive with it because I specifically thought we'd have one at the office. Right, now that I've created an account, we should be able to scan the device. Please name the device, so we'll call it home. It's pretty mental, that. How easy that was to set up. It's actually been about 6 months since the cameras have been installed here at my house, and during that time, it's taught me something. But I've got to get to work, so let's jump in the car and I'll tell you more. Have you ever heard the saying, cobbler's children have the worst shoes? I've got a bit of a confession to make. I run a business that installs, fits, maintains, repairs CCTV systems, but I'll hold my hands up and say I've never actually lived with one for very long at all. And that's because I'm constantly swapping and changing the technology that we use in the house, mainly through the bits and pieces that we get at work. So this is the first time I've officially lived with a camera system for more than 6 months. And living with this kit has made me realise something, and that is that usability of CCTV is just as important as the quality. Now, we had a bit of an embarrassing moment when Laura, my partner, lost the keys to our van, and using the CCTV, we managed to track down that she'd actually placed them on the roof of this car when I set off to do the school run, and I just drove down the road with them on the roof of the car. Now, they were never found. We got a new key set and we got the old keys deleted off the van, so we've no worries there. But it took me so much longer to find those keys because of how finicky and difficult the app was. It's only because I work with CCTV all the time that I managed to get around the quirks of this app. And as a bit of a top tip, if you're ever trying to find something on a continuous version of footage, look out for things that change in the environment at certain times. So for example, if somebody disturbs a plant in your garden while trying to break into your house, and you've got a continuous line of footage that you're trying to find exactly when that person came into your garden, use the plant as the way to find that out. There'll be a period of time before the plant was disturbed, and there'll be a long period of time after the plant was disturbed. But you've just got to find the moment up until that person comes and disturbs that plant. Bit of a long-winded explanation, that I know. But anyway, coming back to the camera system that we specifically installed at our house that I bought off Temu, I'm pretty sure it was sub 300 quid. I'll put the price on the screen now. I only paid 133 quid for this whole system, including the cable and the NVR. For the price point in which we paid for it, I think the kit's been okay. The nighttime footage isn't great. It doesn't go into a colour view mode like some of the cameras that we install do. The app itself is a little bit finicky to use. The kit was really easy to install. Everything just mounted as it should. It plugged in, and configuring the recorder was just a doddle, but we install these day in, day out. The app could be improved. It's completely free to use without a subscription, so that's a bonus. But I sometimes find that I'm clicking on a camera and just waiting for it to load rather than it just instantly appearing. We have got fairly quick internet at home, and we've got lightning quick internet at the office, so I don't think it's anything related to that. I think it's just the way in which the app works. And to summarise this simply, when you first go out to buy a car, especially your first car, it's unlikely that you're gonna go and buy the most expensive model that they do in that dealership. And it's pretty much the same with everything that we buy these days. If this is your first experience with CCTV and this is the first kit you're buying, I don't think the one that we bought off Temu is a bad option to go for. It was really easy to install, really easy to set up. There's no subscription attached to it, but don't expect the most crispest and clearest images out of it. Again, it's a very basic entry-level CCTV kit. If you can work around the quirks of this camera system, then I think you will live with it pretty happy. However, don't expect 4K crystal clear images at night with really intelligent people tracking really intelligent alerts on the camera, because it just doesn't do that. It's just a basic CCTV system. And the next opportunity I get away from work, I'll be probably pulling them down and bobbing some 4K hit cameras up in their replacement. But I was always gonna do that because that's the cameras that we install at work. If you've enjoyed that video, which I hope you have, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and drop a comment below. Tell me, would you have bought an all singing, all dancing HIC or Dowra system, or would you have gone for the Temu kit that we bought for sub 300 quid? If you want to stick around, you can click on the pop-out banner here and watch our cameras to buy from Hikvision in 2026, and I'll catch you in the next one.